after all those years, at the threshold of a nightmarish place. I never thought I'd have the courage to return. While I had been toying with the idea for a while, that day I had woken up with a peculiar urge to return to Hanwell Mental Institute. Of course, there was a strong reason to come here, but the circumstances that led me back to the Institute were oddly dreamlike, as if I wasn't in control of my own actions. Why was I doing this? I needed to know what this place had done to me, the meaning behind those bizarre visions. I'd rather face the direful truth than live in blissful oblivion.
Welcome to the Hanwell Mental Institute. What can I do for you?
I wasn't expecting to find anyone here.
Oh? And why is that?
Well, this is gonna sound a bit strange, but I thought this building was abandoned.
As you can see, that's no longer the case. My name is Julia, and I'm the receptionist for the Institute. Why are you here?
So you were the receptionist here?
Yes, this is my first night. The Institute is operating with minimal staff until renovations are complete.
Do you cover a position other than receptionist? I feel this place needs a lot of staff.
Not at the moment. I'm just waiting on people to show up at the door and helping them whenever needed.
Sounds like you're doing a good job.
Perhaps. There's not much I can do at the moment.
I see how the position could be a bit tedious, at least until there's more people arriving. This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah, me too.
I have nothing else to say about this.
Fine by me. If that's all, I'll get back to work.
This is an awkward situation. I was hoping to take a look around the Institute.
But you thought it was abandoned.
Indeed, and that's why I thought nobody would mind.
We certainly do mind. This is private property, you know. Hanwell Mental Institute was never abandoned, just closed to the public until recently. And still, deserted or not, it's not like just anyone can walk inside. You do realize that.
This caught me completely by surprise. I'm not sure what to say.
Well, you can start by explaining yourself. Why did you come here?
I needed to visit the place. We have some history together.
You'd need an appointment for that, and we aren't even scheduling them yet.
Perhaps if I clarified my situation, you might consider making an exception.
We'll see. Let's talk about why you're here.
I was really hoping to visit the building.
And again, I need a good reason to let you in.
I understand. Let's try discussing something else then.
That might be a good idea. I'm curious about the purpose of your visit.
The last thing I expected was to find people here tonight. I assumed the Institute had shut down indefinitely.
Not indefinitely. It's true that it ceased to operate for a number of years, but we're in the process of reopening it now. While not in the most pristine of conditions, which should be evident if you look around, the structure is still robust and usable, but there's a lot of work to do.
I must say its general state is indeed rough, but I can see how with some cleanup, intensive cleanup, you could get this place up and running again.
Also, other mental hospitals in the region are growing overcrowded, which has prompted state authorities to reuse this place.
Why are other hospitals so overcrowded?
I can't say. Maybe it's the times we're living in. Don't you feel somewhat overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world? I often do. Guess some people are less prepared to cope with all that and, need help.
I see your point.
Still, that doesn't mean I can allow a complete stranger in.
So, let me get this straight. The whole institute is being reopened?
That's what I said. Patients from smaller hospitals who are not getting proper attention are being relocated here, and extensive renovations are scheduled to begin tomorrow.
It all seems rather empty, though.
Tonight, it's just me, security, Dr. Miller, and a few patients in the building.
So who's Dr. Miller?
He has been appointed as the new head director of the Institute, and he's overseeing the whole reopening process.
I thought Hanwell was the director. Isn't that the name of the institute?
That was a long time ago, and I'm not sure about that history either. I do recall that Dr. Miller and Dr. Hanwell were acquainted with each other. And I don't think Dr. Miller is planning to change the name of the Institute either, out of respect for Dr. Hanwell.
Where can I find Dr. Miller?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Why?
Because that area is off limits and we had an agreement.
Fine. I don't want to get you into trouble. I have nothing else to say about this.
Fine by me. If that's all, I'll get back to work.
This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
Thank you for being considerate. There's so much I need to do.
This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah, me too.
This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
Thank you for being considerate. There's so much I need to do.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
Thank you for being considerate. There's so much I need to do.
It's gonna be a short stay, I promise.
I'm sorry, but like I told you, it would be irresponsible of me to allow a complete stranger in.
What if I were visiting someone?
Are you?
Well, no.
There you go. There aren't many patients to visit yet anyway.
But where are all the workers? I don't see any ongoing construction or renovations.
It's almost nighttime. Everyone else is arriving in the morning.
You said there's more people here. Patients too?
Yes, although we're operating with reduced staff. The establishment is far from ready, as should be apparent, meaning mostly low-risk patients have been readmitted.
In this state? I don't understand.
It could use some maintenance, yes. And trust me, I'm freezing to death without those radiators working.
I have nothing else to say about this.
Fine by me. If that's all, I'll get back to work.
I was under the impression nobody cared about this place anymore, which is why I thought it wouldn't hurt to have a quick look around.
You could have gotten hurt, though. It's not safe to walk everywhere. For instance, no one is allowed on the third floor yet, which is falling apart.
Still, this is all so strange.
Why do you say that? There's nothing strange about an eminent mental hospital reopening for the benefit of society.
You mentioned that patients are being relocated.
Correct. There's hardly anyone here tonight, but a crew of construction workers will be arriving first thing in the morning. I understand the plan is to have the Institute operating at full capacity in about 10 days.
That's ambitious given the state of the building.
They said it looks worse than it really is, you know.
Look, it's important that I take a quick look around. I won't cause any trouble.
Hey, you seem decent enough, but I can't allow you to enter without a good reason.
Fine, then I'll try to explain myself.
Yes, and you mentioned that you wanted to discuss something else, too.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss.
Thank you for being considerate.
I don't think we have any...
Thank you for being considerate.
This isn't my first time here, you know.
Oh! You used to work here?
Well, I'm very much acquainted.
You should have said so in the first place. I still don't understand why you came...
There's... something from those old...
You sound serious.
Very much so.
And you're looking
Documents mostly, maybe some notes. There's a matter of great importance that I need to understand.
Well, it's a highly unusual situation, but it's not like you can cause much trouble. And if you do, I'll have the security guard have a not-so-friendly talk with you.
Understood.
Let's talk rules then. First, you're fully responsible for your own safety.
I accept all the risks.
You must also leave before dawn. The construction workers are arriving early and will turn the place upside down. And please, steer clear of the upper floors. There's dangerous equipment up there. Do we have an agreement?
Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Julia. This means a lot.
Very well. Go ahead. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too. Something tells me this is my last chance before the Institute as I knew it ceases to be.
It's going to be a whole different place in the morning, that's for sure.
My memories of this place are hazier than I thought.
It's likely its current state of disarray. I also find it disconcerting at times. The darkness and stillness of the night doesn't help either.
That's very true. Part of the reason I'm here is to make sense out of my...
Your stay?
You know, when I...
It's okay. I understand.
You do?
I know what you meant.
I'm still trying to...
There's still time, but hurry up.
So there should be more staff arriving soon.
Yes, in addition to construction workers, both more staff and more patients are scheduled to arrive in the morning.
You know, I didn't have the best of experience.
I'm sorry to hear that. As I told you, I'm not familiar with those days. But I can assure that all current staff members are new and everyone is eager to...
Julia, your enthusiasm is commendable, considering the state of this place.
I like to think positive.
I'm still trying to remember.
There's still time, but...
Don't you find it strange that they're reopening the Institute?
I don't see what's odd about that. Experts deemed the building usable. Similar mental hospitals didn't have such luck, though, and have been demolished.
Part of the reason why I can't...
It sounds as if you didn't enjoy...
Well, you could say...
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's been bothering me for weeks. This pressing feeling that I need to do or understand some decisive detail. Almost as if I forgot something of extreme importance here.
I hope you find what you're looking for then.
I've been thinking about this institute like a...
You're beginning to sound awfully cryptic.
That's a great question.
Okay, I need to get back to work now. Try to make...
All right. Thank you. See you later, Julia.
This is not in my head. People are mean here. I need to leave.